when he's not. He's missed 9 games this season. Probably should be sitting out this one with the shoulder injury, but he knows they can't afford it. And here's how Barca will come out. The ex-Ajax man, and who knows where he will be next year. Jasper Cillessen in between the pipes, about to turn 31. We are rolling in Vigo at Balaídos. Celta in the sky blue and white. Of course, then again, Iago Aspas healthy in the stretch run. That never hurts. Pops up for Alena. Spins his way around.
And a great lead.
That's got some bites. Should hold for Malcolm.
Towards the back post. Good corner kick. Nice.
Ball played across. Not the first time we've seen 3 in the back, but it is a bit of a change. Puig losing the ball, then winning it back. Kind of interesting. The week of Xavi's retirement, the 2 players who most mimic him in the current Barca. Ball blasted forward. Maxi Gomez, the big young Uruguayan. Maybe the man to replace Luis Suarez when it comes time.
Jean-Claire Todibo, of course, one of the lads that really impressed me. And they played against 2013 to 15.
You might have to remind him about it, because a lot of the Liverpool linked with this Celta side, but you've always believed he never quite got the credit he was due.
Well, a wonderful player in his own right. Always a danger man at this place where Barcelona haven't won the last 3 visits. That's Aspas. It's always the man who terrorizes his neighborhood. Nice ball.
Touch. There's Alena on the senior side now, off to his former B teammate Riqui Puig. Arthur in the deeper role, playing more the Busquets position today. And as you can see, Celta trying to bypass the midfield. Try and get that early goal if they
starts, and it's strange to see that, but that's Mother Nature.
Buying the ball away, Arthur in for Alena. Celta Vigo, if they can hold on for a draw, would get to 38 points.
Nice lead.
Into the middle. Alena bursting, but the touch takes it long. Can't keep it in play either, and Celta gets away with a goal kick.
Lovely pass from Riqui. Wonderful identification of the run. And this is a sweet sequence of passing football from the Barcelona youths. Does have similar sort of pace, but not quite as on fire as the French World Cup winner, of course.
Alena with Collado pushing forward.
There's really not too many other players in the Barcelona squad with front-line alacrity as Malcolm, certainly not Dembele. So, as you said, Phil, it's hard. If it is a hamstring, that's very seldom. Just a sign that it might have got worse if he'd stayed in. So, precautionary measure.
See, Collado to the right, into the spot Dembele vacated. It's even more apples for
line with the defender coming in, but learning on the job.
Wage getting a boot to it and then tracking down the deflection. The center, which forces his way through. Yokoslu still trying. Knotted down again by Gomez, trying to spin his way free. A triple team peels it away, which wide for Malcolm.
In a nice opening 20 minutes by Barcelona, and possession being played. But here comes Celta, and nicely recovered again.
Vigo, the youngest player, just 2 days shy. Good, but then pushed it one touch too much. Alena keeps it alive. Boateng touch. 5'6" field marshal. They're waiting for the first touch. This time he returns the favor, steals it back. Alena leading the break, takes the shot himself. But stand. Still a lot to be determined. They know he wants to go left, so they force him back to the middle. Puig from distance. Spins his way in. Keeps the ball alive
here.
Not really known as a scorer. Just 3 goals back in Barca's under 19 days. He's a creator. Saw a hint of that early against Huesca, but as the match progressed, seemed to go off the boil a bit. Another chance here. Malen in. Alena.
His faith in Ernesto Valverde's lineup, not just being brave with the youngsters and the wealth of them out there, of course, but 3 men at the back, and it's looking for a little bit more danger at the end.
70% possession. Only 18% of the game has been in the Barca, and everything else has been facing the Vigo net.
Again.
Arthur. Oh, delicate little chip up Buffal as they've doubled up this wing.
Beautiful touch again. Stung into him by Titi, and beautiful.
Celta overloading their right. Barca maybe a chance to take advantage. Here's Malcolm.
Again.
Boateng. Alena.
Great build-up from the back. I think it was beautifully struck ball from Lobotka, and finds his target. He had 2 or 3 to find, but okay, Yugoslu just a pass back basically for Jacobus Silicin. No hold of, but good invite as always from Iago.
Which spots the run of Boateng and finds him. Back for Alena. Sees Puig makes the run, clearing space for Malcolm, giving way.
I don't know if it's a hamstring, Phil. There's no ice being applied either to the legs, so it may be something next in between each other, like kids.
You know, if Messi texts back to someone. Pressure. Arthur held on. One
different sort of acid test, ain't no mistake about it. Called them the little lieutenants coming in, but they're facing a serious set of question marks. In the first 20-25 minutes, they all looked as if they were, didn't it? Looked like a little bit of a lean. A counter.
Well, the whistle from the stands, not from where it counts. Puig out wide. Malcolm got out by Araujo. One back for Malcolm. Wants it back again. Alena, Collada. Alena, poor pass.
Kevin Prince Boateng looking for Barcelona, the young kids, to force that one into him. He did have a nice passage of space.
Puig with the look away. Wage drags, shoots, kick. Alan. A little bark at Collado. Barca maybe a chance to approach this as a bit of a scrimmage, but for Celta fighting for their lives. Titi. Alena gets out of Arthur's way. Malcolm again. Malen. Titi. Palmer perhaps than his boss. Into the middle. And Puig today proving to be just a little more difficult. That one also ended scoreless, but For Celta, that might not be good enough. Phil Shane alongside Ray Hudson. There you take a look at the lineups. The 4-4-2 for Celta. 3 in the back for Barca, which we all...
It's a lovely move from Wage down this side. Look out.
Bending ball, diving header by Cabral. Thinking back.
Wage on Alex Collado, and there was a block of players in front of him, and he had cast that Celta do have and remain out there. That's going to be the challenge as this game goes on. Can they keep the containment around Aspas and Maxi Gomez? Because at the other end of this football pitch, Barcelona for...
This match brought to you in part by Geico. Barca cashing in a little bit of their insurance video style. Approaching the 10-minute mark here in half number 2. That maxes out at about 29,000.
Offside. So there you go.
His Achilles heel.
If he had have worn shorter cleats, he would have been onside.
Aspas trying to win it back, but the teenager holding his own. Now the other way, Arthur printing up, leaving for Malcolm, into the middle for Arthur. Wage, ballet. Impressed by the composure of Todibo. Maybe sometimes to a fault, but never seems to lose his cool. Puig. Getting still with its full complement. Josebet Sanchez, Brais Mendes. Ball back for Puig. Alena. Trying. The cleats give out. Tang. With Araujo shadowing. Wage to the inside. Settling. Alena.
Arthur's day is done.
So Arturo for Arthur. One is missing.
Again, this player that's just growing in front of our eyes every minute that he plays. French under 20 international. It's for 3, he's not little. Wonderful talent.
Born in our neck of the woods down in CONCACAF way, French Guiana. But Toulouse through and through, at least till Barca got a hold. Alena again on that left foot.
Another beautiful setup by the Celtic course, and sad finishing this by Maxi.
Scrambling for it, Budabus, but it finds Boateng instead. Nice hold off by Alena.
I think if you're looking through that encyclopedia statistics that you always have got on your hands, Phil, it's very rare that the other team can take advantage of it. In fact, it probably goes the other way. Nicely feels his player after he controls it, and then wonderful step away.
To the near side for Wage. Looking for Boat.
A couple of chances put away tonight, and that one.
Vidal just knew where Puig would be. In for Alena. Wide for 10th game for Escrivá in charge. Mentioned they lost the first 2. Murillo into Aspas, no foul. Alena.
Tonight, one on Kevin Prince Boateng at the top of the arc. Looked like a foul to me, and then
the referee did not. They've scored in total. All but certain of the drop. Celta victorious again. Magic mark. And yeah, headed in the wrong direction.
Reba stays. Or they look elsewhere. Rebuilding job in all likelihood. Lone players will be looking to perhaps stay or
He came back from injury for the game at home against Villarreal. They went down 2-0. He scored 2 goals and helped set Maxi Gomez up for
reflection on it, but can it take too much away from a game like this? But they will.